What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Go On, I'm Listening. I am your host, Taty, and today I'm really excited about the guest that I have today because I was actually able to make a little meet the artist for this person, and it is Sin. Sin, oh my goodness. What's up? How are you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh my
I'm feeling good now, yeah.
Yay, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to actually come and meet us. There's so many people in the world who got to experience your aura and your love and your soul via your music. But for the people who don't know who you are, can you give us a brief little preview of who you are?
Of course, my name is Sin. I'm a San Diego native. I moved here when I was like 18 to Oakland, been here ever since. I'm a musician, a poet, community organizer, human, all those things. Yeah.
So a community organizer, a human, a poet, a musician, all those are so many different titles and they hold so many different hats. Which one do you feel like connects with you the most in this period of your life?
Human. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest one I feel like, because all the other ones are like pieces of me, but they're not me completely. And I feel like when you're just yourself, you find different ways to connect. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And I feel like you also picked the hardest one that we are, which is a human.
Yeah.
So what are the beautiful things that you like to experience about being a human?
Like a lot of the times the world can be so full of darkness and you can feel that within yourself, whether it's like feeling unworthy, like you're not enough, like you're alone. So those moments where I'm just like laughing so much, my stomach hurts with the people I love, like I really try to hold on to those moments. So I would say
love
that.
that you hold on to those because they're what makes you whole, and it kind of recenters you as a person because it gives you purpose. Like it rejuvenates yourself with purpose 100%. Being a human is actually really cool sometimes too because we get to experience things and works from other people's creative minds and hands like yours, like you being a musician. That is so awesome. What helps you to push yourself out of your comfort zone?
For me, I just don't want to have any regrets when it comes to how hard I push myself or how little I push myself, especially around like the things I want to accomplish. So when it comes to my fear towards like doing things that are scary or out of like the box for me, I push myself because I'm like, well, if I saw somebody else do that and I was like, damn, I wish I would have did it. I don't even want to say that to myself. Like I would rather just push through the nervousness, push through the anxiety, and just like see what happens. Because you grow when you're so that's what it is for me.
Yeah, you definitely do grow when you're uncomfortable, but approaching uncomfortable environment is something that is so challenging and it's so hard to just put yourself out there because you're not sure of the results. And just because this person did this one thing and got this results doesn't guarantee that for you. So how do you navigate when you feel like you've let yourself down or when you feel like you are pushed yourself too hard? What are those conversations like with yourself eternally to get yourself back on track?
They have to be honest and like when they start out, they're not the best. Like I feel like I struggle with being like my worst enemy. And then within recent years, I've been trying to be my own best friend because it's like, how can you build good relationships when you don't have one with yourself? So I can say that's still like a work in progress for me. And I think I also gravitate towards the people who know me the best and who can kind of like just tell me like you're not being really nice to yourself right now. Like I want you to challenge yourself to find the things about you that you're really proud of. So when I'm disappointed in myself, I like acknowledge that. But I also am really big on like inner child work, and I'm like, is this how 5-year-old self? You know what I mean? Then no.
Because I'm literally the worst to me and I talk so bad to her sometimes and then sometimes I'm like, when I'm in bed, I'm like, babe, I love you and I'm sorry that I treated you that way. But in the moment, it's really important to recenter yourself. So what are some tips and tricks that you have when it comes to connecting to your inner child and really giving yourself a hug?
One, you can give yourself a hug physically. You can do that. I think the other thing is like I do things that I didn't really get to do as a kid. So whether it's buying something that I want and I'm like, okay, just buy it. Like now you can do that. Or trying some food that I haven't tried. Sometimes I just like to take myself out on dates. Or sometimes I will literally just look at myself in the mirror and just be like, I love you, care about you, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're talented, you're capable, and I forgive you. Like I think I've had to forgive myself a lot for just the ways that I haven't been kind to myself or things of that nature. So I think it starts there. Like creating that relationship is really key, and journaling too. Like that's really big for me.
Yeah, you're right. Like just being aware of your limitations as and also surrounding yourself with people who recognize like the love that you have for yourself too, and the way that they love you, they won't even allow you to talk bad about yourself that way, you know? But that's the importance of having a solid community, and a community that's really like down for you, you know? But that's can be hard to find sometimes, honestly, especially in this day and age. It's a lot harder with social media and just navigating through life anyway outside of somebody else, and then being with someone else, like whether on it romantically or even in a business environment. It can be hard to coexist with other humans. So how do you keep a balance of being everything that's in your title, a musician, a friend, a family member, and also a great coworker, with a relationship to self? Like, how do you keep all of that upbeat and up balance?
It's not always balanced. I think I have to find beauty in the imperfection.
Wow.
That's what it is a lot of the time, is like sometimes it's not great, and it's okay because you can learn from those things to kind of catch like, where am I not filling my cup? Where am I maybe not being the best friend, the best lover, the best sister, the best daughter, like all these titles that you might hold. And not necessarily like beating yourself down about it, but finding those solutions. Like, I'm really solution oriented.
How do you move through situations if you can't even like lay with yourself at night? You know, because the whole world can be like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you, but like, do you fuck with you? Like, sometimes you just gotta trust that. So,
and sometimes the answer is no.
Sometimes the answer is no, and it's okay.
And it's okay that it's no, and it's okay.
It don't feel like it.
It don't, and okay, and that's the thing. It don't feel like it is, so you start sure that you're right. So you try to make, and that's why it's so important to hurry up and get yourself out of it. Well, not hurry up. Feel what you need to feel, of course, but making sure that you're not staying there. Let me say that. Making sure that you're not staying there in any. It's never good to be stagnant anywhere, but I feel like I really went through that so bad coming out of isolation, man. And even to this day, like, just depression is just something that is so, it shows up in people in different ways. Like, some people, they like to, you know, like you said, with the baggy clothes, and there's some people who lose their clothes, and there's some people who eat a lot, some people who stop eating. So it just, it looks different on other people too. So just pulling yourself out of a dark spot and just coming out of it is just something that is so rewarding and empowering, and it's rewarding to see that too. And I love that you were talking about your experience as a child too, when you were 11, and how you were figuring out, why don't I like myself? Because something is off, something is disconnected, and that's so real. And I feel like, in a way, maybe a year or two ago, I was having those moments too. And what really helped me was just like touching grass, like you said, touching grass, and just understanding that I'm not going anywhere. If I'm not going to do anything about it, I'm not going nowhere.
I'm here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I might as well enjoy my time, because it's a choice that I'm making, you know? So, yeah. Man. And then also, a part of being human too is having those romantic feelings and the romantic, you know, gestures that we do towards other people. And we have partners, and we have people that like us, and they like us back, and everything like that. But so that in a way you kind of claim them, right? That they're your partner. Do you post your partner?
I feel like I used to, but I have this thing, like, me and my friends talk about like mal de ojo, or like evil eye, basically. Like, sometimes people don't want, sometimes people don't want you to be happy, right?
No.
And so it's this, like, I don't know, this back and forth of like, some people are like, if you don't post your partner, you're ashamed of them. Other people are like, I'm just protective of my privacy. And I'm in the middle. I'm like 50-50. I feel like we post each other on our close friends, and it's cool. But yeah, I don't know, like, I be nervous sometimes, because I think my relationships are so sacred to me that sometimes I just don't really want everybody else's opinion on it, you know? Because I feel like before I would really do that, and it would change how I felt about that person. I was like, well, why did I do that? Like, standing on your own 2 feet. But I mean, at the end of the day, social media is not real all the time.
Because once you turn your phone off, you no longer have access to it.
Whoa, you know what I'm saying?
Like, turn your phone off.
I don't know. I wait for the day that all social media crashes for real, and then we all have to go outside again.
Nature, like, you exist.
You're
human. What?
It's cute though. Like, I think it's sweet.
Posting your partner.
Sometimes it can be cool.
Yeah. I think sometimes, okay, honestly, I think a lot that comes with posting your partner these days is external validation. And I feel like everybody just wants to be like, you know, oh, look at what I have. Look at what I bagged. And yes, come on, show me. Don't get it twisted, you know what I mean? But, like, at the same time, I feel like it kind of ruins the...
It ruins it. I be like, no. But yes, I know. It's tough.
Yeah, it is really tough. But do you ever feel like you would cave into pressure of posting your partner?
No.
Like if your partner was like, why aren't I on your page?
I did that. And someone had asked me, like, why is that important to you? Like, really interrogate, like, what is it under that? Like, why do you need me to do that? But then I'm also like, if you're pressed about, like, no, I'm not going to do that, then I'm asking you, like, so why not?
Gonna do it? Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm a really big fan of, like, the soft launch. You know how people is like, it's a hand.
Right. You can't claim me if you're not giving me what I know I'm going to be giving you.
Yeah. Or even if I'm giving you what you need, it's a whole thing.
Exactly.
I think it's such a toss-up. I feel like with these things, I'm so 50-50 because I'm like, hey, but then I'm just like,
Once you start posting someone, that's when they start acting crazy.
I think it's a placebo effect.
You think so?
because I've thought that too. I was like, don't post them. That's a curse.
All right, no, for real.
You know, but then it's also this thing, like, I'd be so proud. You know, sometimes it's not even just like, this is mine. I look at it as like, this person is so talented. They're so beautiful. They're amazing. Look at them.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to witness this person even outside of how I feel about them. You know?
I feel you. But then I'm so stingy. I want to keep all that to me because I'm like, once I got to start sharing you other people,
You're
it's not gonna be the same
so
anymore.
funny.
It's not, because what is she gonna do?
Hey, I guess you give good hugs. I don't know.
No, I'm just a jealous type. That's all it is.
I be, you know what? I be like struggling with that because I feel like more and more, I think it's okay to talk about jealousy, but the way that you act on it
absolutely.
is important.
No, absolutely. I'm
You know what I
definitely
mean?
acute jealousy. I'm not the type that's like, oh no, you cannot.
You're not gonna go
friends.
nowhere.
Like, no, it's not like that. It's
No.
just like, so who's that? You know?
Yeah.
So, like, it's just keep it cute.
Don't you think it's so funny? We all have these universal feelings, like
Yes.
jealousy, anger, sadness, being all that shit. It's hilarious to me how humans are, like the way we operate. Like we'll have those feelings, but it'll show up differently for all of us. Like I always say, like I'm not jealous, I'm territorial, and I'm like, what? And I have to ask myself, what does that even mean? What is the difference? But I think I appreciate, in a sense, where I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
What are we doing? But then there's other times where I just be so proud. I'm like, that's me.
Yeah. I
Yep.
feel you on that.
And I sit back, I'm like, yeah. You know, I'll be like, that's why I talk to them too. Like, they're hot. Exactly. Awesome. I'm hot too. Like, I like being hot together.
Exactly.
That's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right though.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like sometimes, I don't know, I think I just be getting in my head because these days with social media, it's just so easy to just, a lot of people are just putting themselves out there so much and they don't care about like your commitments or anything that you work for or anything. And I've been on both sides of that too. I'm like, I don't care. Like, what that got to do with me? And also been like, wait, that's everything to do with me.
I think with that situation, the way I've thought about it is like, if your partner, whoever you're with, is so easily swayed, I'm the type of person, like, I will deliver them to you in a package.
Hello.
Because to fight for that, I think that's off. And to ever put me in a situation where I need to do that, now I'm looking at you. You know, so it's kind of like, whatever. I don't know.
Okay, so in that situation, you're just done with it as a whole. You rather remove yourself opposed to trying to stand for.
I have rent to pay. What are we?
Bills gotta be paid.
I have a light bill. I have a car note. I have you know what I'm saying? Like,
gotta be a fish to fry.
Yeah, because I think it's one of those things of like not wanting to be taken out of character.
Wow.
I think that's what it is. Of like, I would rather not. And I'm very much like, if this is just how things are supposed to be, why am I gonna mess up with a plan that was already in place? Like, it's okay.
Like, it's out of my control.
Surrender.
Yeah.
That one.
Dang, surrendering is hard when it's something that you kind of been working towards and, you letting it go. You're like, I'm done.
I don't care. No.
You're like, ain't nothing in life worth it that much.
No.
I feel you.
Unless it's yourself. Cool.
And I get you on that too. And that's why I think that I have just decided to put all my love into my podcast. Because it's safe, because it's me. And I'm really scared to open up my heart to love though. And I was talking to my friend about that too. They're like, if you want to feel good things, you have to also allow yourself to feel the bad that comes with it too, because that's what love is. And I'm like, no, I want everything good. I want nothing bad. I don't want.
That just doesn't exist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just
and
one of
then
those
there's
things.
that, and I'm always going to be chasing what I think it is, and I'm never going to be happy.
Well, because I think about it, like, I love love. Like, I'm such a hopeless romantic, and I just feel like now I don't even look at love as like, ooh, this ooey gooey thing that I want to keep and I want to stash. It's more so like, what lessons is this person here to teach me about myself? What parts of me have I not really looked at? Because that's gonna happen.
Because that's what comes up too. And
That's what happens. Yeah. Yeah, and it's okay.
And if you don't learn, you'll get that lesson in another person. And that's what's so crazy. I learned that recently. Like, oh, I thought I was over this, but I'm not. And the core is me. The core is me not ending that something has to change within, because that's what I'm attracting. It's not them. They're allowed to be themselves, and that's what they're going to show up as always.
Yeah, and I think also the flip side is like allowing people to surprise you too. Because I feel like at some point I got mad jaded because I was like, oh, maybe it's just me. Like, I'm just not good. And people are neither good nor bad. We're just like in the middle, right? We're all capable of those things. It's just more so like, I don't know. Yeah. Again, what can I learn from you? What can you learn from me? And you know that thing is like a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Yes.
And I think it's really like letting go of control.
Oh my God.
That's where that jealousy, the envy, all those things, it comes from. I want to control this thing. I want it to go the way I need it to go.
Yeah.
But it's like, but that's not how life works.
Yeah.
Like, you're just gonna stress yourself for what? And I feel like I would always stress myself like over people, and it's like, why?
Same,
you know?
same, exact same. And stress definitely can kill you for sure. And, and I never understood that when people be like, oh, stress can kill you. I'm like, man, stress can't do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But really, stress can kill you.
Cortisol is a real thing.
I'm saying, no, for real. And I think I have this in my mind, and in my reality, is so peaches, rainbows, and Skittles all day long. So when something negative happens to me, it's so like, it sticks out like a foreign object, and that becomes all I'm consumed in because I want to fix it. So I get like, I'm like, oh no, this can't be here. Oh no. Oh, and also at the same time, I don't know how to communicate. Hey, in my mind, I'm mentally trying to deal with this, so I'm disconnected from you. It's not that I don't love you anymore. It's not that I don't want to give you a hug right now, but it'll come off as I'm good off you right now, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just learning how to navigate and work through, like, okay, one thing at a time, and also accepting that I can't control the outcome. I can only control what I do. And that is hard when you want someone to act the way that you want them to. It's hard.
And then it's also like, I don't know, I feel like I've been in situations where like, I just want you to act this way. And it's like, well, maybe my absence will allow you to do what you need to do.
Exactly.
Like, sometimes I can be the biggest act of love. People have done that to me. I've done that to other people. And I can say on both sides, it's done such a world of good.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's just one of those things, like, yeah, again, control, just, is that love? You know, like, is that actually love, or is that coming from a different place? And I feel you too, like what you were saying of like, I just need to have my emotions. Like, I don't always want somebody to fix it and whatnot. And like, even with my partner now, like, I'll just be like, I'm so sorry, I'm just like not having a good day. So if I'm quiet or this and that, and she'll just be like, she doesn't take on people's problems like that. She's like, it's a lot of work, and if you want to talk about it, I'm here. Like, I will listen to you. I will be supportive, but like, yeah, I'm not going to own it. It's not mine. And I was like, damn.
Wow, it's not
actually
mine.
Smart.
Yeah.
And it's okay that it's not yours.
Exactly.
You know, I need to deal with my things.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
Wow. Sin, I've learned so much, and I've just been able to really connect and just learn a lot about you and your core. And I appreciate you for actually letting me in and just like kind of getting a little glimpse of what's in there and what's in your heart. I mean, we see it through your music. We see it through the way that you love the people around you. We see it the way you love me, you know? So it's just great to have you here, you know?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. First of all, you're going to be performing on my open mic night, and I'm so excited. I want to tell them how we met because, okay, we were having this discussion before we started recording. Kayla swears that we met
at her show.
But
both of us are like, huh?
No, I don't remember that at all.
No.
But you came to my show, the Crybaby Show. Going on Listening presents Timeless Voices. Sim came. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I think Casey was on the lineup and some other folks, and I was in the crowd like, I can't wait to perform here. Because everyone was just so amazing. And then at some point you came on stage and everybody in the club was like, Taty! And I was like,
Yeah, because I think it was the way that you emceed, it was the way that you worked the room. I feel like that's really hard for people to do, and you just like, I think you curated a really beautiful show. I really enjoyed it. So
much.
yeah.
Thank you so much, and that's why it's such a great honor to have you this time.
Thank
when
you.
I was making the lineup, I was like, I have to have Sid, because I literally even remember at the show you asked me like, hey, is there any room? I'm like, dang, everybody literally had like 6 minutes and 14 seconds.
Oh, it was quick. I remember that.
Right? Because I wanted everybody to have a chance.
I know.
But now this time we have more time, and I want artists to actually be able to connect with the artists a little more.
Yeah.
So it'll be so special. Sin is such an amazing artist. Chef's Kiss Live. Her performances are amazing. So I'm super excited to see what you bring to the table, Sin.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much for sitting and joining with us for another episode of Go On. I'm listening. Everybody follow Sin. Check out her new single, Days. Show it some love. Give us a like and comment. Make sure you're sharing that. And I am your host, Taty. And as always, thank y'all so much for joining us on another episode of Go On. I'm listening. And I will see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
That's sick.
Awesome. Can I go?
Yes, of course.
Need you to be there for me. You a little post-so baby. You a little 48 baby.